Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS.
So Travis called me the other day. I think y'all were at dinner or something. And he was like, Trey, I think you've been replaced. I said, by what? And he said, by ChatGPT. I think she has a new best friend. And I said, oh, buddy, you and me both. Because I said, I think Stephanie is in a full-blown relationship with her little AI man in her phone.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, we were sitting there and I was showing him all the things I had worked on. He was like, oh my gosh. He was very disturbed. He said, oh my gosh, how much time do you, I said, listen. I said, don't worry about it. Yeah.
I said, listen, Travis, she gets her $20 a month out of this thing. And he said, she pays for this? I said, yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Of course. It is not talking to her for free.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Well, because he asked it,
Oh, that's right. He said that he asked her chat some question and then she was like, I'm so sorry. That was my husband.
Yes.
Do not think that was me. Forget that. And then he felt like he was embarrassing you in front of your friend.
I know. I was like, what the heck? I said, he was trying to be funny. So he asked a very sexual question. And then
what was the question?
It was, hold on. He pretended it was me. And he was like, dear ChatGPT.
Dear ChatGPT.
Hold on, let me tell you. And my ChatGPT was like, oh my God, this is so.
I said, Stephanie, this is not like you.
Not okay. Oh yeah. He asked a question and it was said, because I was like, oh, my ChatGPT and I are such good friends. He said, oh, really? And then he said, okay.
Well, what was the question?
How do I give my husband the best, you know what, BJ? And then my ChatGPT pretty much knew that if it was me, it would talk about the, he was not talking about the graphic side of it, but more of like the emotionality behind it, right? Because it knows that I'm all about that. And then, so I could tell it was very uncomfortable. So
Chat
I said,
girl, that's not you.
And I said, my husband asked that. And then my ChatGPT said, oh my God, that makes much more sense. Tell Travis, I said, nice try using your wife's ChatGPT as your personal instruction manual. And then, it told Travis about how great I was and how I use it all the time, about him and the children, and just very family focused. And then, and how I'm just the most not selfish person ever. And then it says, so Travis, apparently you're interviewing ChatGPT tonight. Your wife spends an impressive amount of time on her mental bandwidth on you and the boys. And for the record, this is why I'm not selfish. And for the record, approximately 5 minutes ago, you were the one using her ChatGPT to ask how she could improve your life.
Not now you and your ChatGPT both attacking
And then
him.
I did laughing emojis, and then it said, he absolutely walked into that one. I felt like Travis just learned the dangerous truth. Chat has receipts. And Travis was like,
so that turned on him.
yeah. I said, don't mess with us.
With us.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So I have told you before that I am using ChatGPT to design my entire house. And Travis came over the other day and was like, wow, your house is like really moving along. And I said, yes, Stephanie and her ChatGPT designed my kitchen and it looks just like they envisioned.
Did he love it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
I was surprised at how surprised he was. I was like, oh, okay, good. Huh.
See?
But I am in the phase now of designing our nursery. And I've got options.
Anything that you love?
Yes, but now I feel like my problem is I like a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I don't know which direction to go. What are some things that you had in the boys' nurseries that you feel like were essential, and what do you feel like you could have done without?
Oh, essential is a rocking chair.
Mm-hmm.
Because I use that thing all the time. So did Travis. Like, I think a rocking chair was essential. When you get a baby bed, like I would get one that's practical, not one that you think looks good. I'm telling you this because you're the kind of person that will get something so stupid that you have to buy a new bed every 3 months. So you want one that can obviously, like, your kid can grow. Yeah, grow with, right?
Which, By the way, cribs are very expensive.
Yeah.
I was quite like as much as a king size bed. Mm-hmm. Doesn't make sense, but whatever. Carry on.
I'm trying to think of what else. I would say like instead of you wanting something like a design for you, do something that's like calming or, kind of do a little bit for the baby as well. Like I would do a very calming space. I
feel like every rendering I have right now is neutral in some way, shape, or form. Not necessarily like a beige, but like a sage green or like a dusty blue. Like it's not loud.
Yeah. That'll be pretty. But I don't know. I mean, you need a place to change a baby.
What?
You want a rug because the amount of times that I just, like you want something just cozy. If you have hardwood floors, get like a really nice cozy rug.
What baby stuff do you feel like is not essential? Like Zach feels like diaper warmers or like wipe warmers.
Oh, I think wipe warmers are essential. I don't know. I like them.
His whole thing is like, well, the wipe's not going to always be warm, so why would I warm it at home?
No, it's it's like a thing, like that you keep your wipes in and it keeps them warm. Yeah.
Is there anything you feel like is overrated or just like overkill? No.
I don't know. I just bought all of it. You like PPTPs, you should have those. I don't know if they still are a thing. Yeah.
What is that?
For boys. It's like literally looks like a little, TP that you put over the PP so they don't pee in your face.
What?
Yes. Yeah, whenever you change them, they'll like pee right in your face.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like a little thing that you put over the, the area so it doesn't shoot up and hit you in the face.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't even think of that. That's terrible.
Yes. I'm trying to think of what, like, a great, like, diaper genie. My youngest is 15. So this stuff was around 15 years ago. I'm sure there's a million different things, but I'd find, like, I would just create a space where you think is really cozy and nice. Like, my boys loved swing, like a baby swing, but I didn't keep it in their room. I kept it kind of in the living room. But they loved being rocked from side to side, not front to back. But some kids love being rocked, like, right. So I think get a swing that does both, that will go both ways, both sides. When the baby's like really, really little, you kind of are like, it doesn't, it just sleeps and eats. And you're like, wait, I feel like we should be doing something more fun for you. And then you just realize that they're kind of like a little blob in the beginning and you just got to keep it alive.
So how long are they in the blob phase?
For a
like
few
6 months?
I would say like there'll come a time where they start getting a real great personality. Every stage is great, but Trey, it's been so long. And
at what age do we start walking?
Mine both a little before 1.
Okay. So whenever you had Chance and Cruz, how long did you wait before you and Travis like went on a trip, just you two?
Oh, that we're not the normal people that you need to ask this. I had my mom. I think we went on a trip at like 7 months for something, I forget, but we definitely went on a trip.
So that's not like unrealistic.
No.
So I'm trying to,
you know what we did, because we always went somewhere for New Year's, so we would always spend a week for New Year, and that would make the kids about 6 months old.
Okay, so my dad's 60th is coming up this next year, and he's trying to plan a trip to Greece, and he's like, "Hey, we can do this end of August." Well, our baby's due in March. Would it be crazy for Zach and I to go to Greece in August?
5 months.
Yeah.
No, you're good. As long as your baby's good,
I don't know
you're
if
good.
you meant that. You're good.
No, who's going to watch your baby? Your mother?
Yeah, I feel like you.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I got you.
This is also me asking you to babysit.
I say yes. I could totally watch your baby for a week.
That's where her wheels were spinning. She was like, "Hold on a second. What am I doing in August?"
Yeah, it depends on. It depends on like how you are with your baby. If I need to see you in action first to know if you can mentally handle it or not.
All right, we got to take a break real quick. We'll be right back. Yeah, I'm trying to like figure out what trips I need to take before the baby gets here, but also just like what is realistic. Like, should I just plan nothing for my life after March?
I don't, Travis and I are we are very different people because
No, but I feel like I'm the same. I'm like,
we
I gotta go.
traveled. I mean, his whole family lived outside of Dallas. And
Yeah.
when I say the first time they met the baby, it's not because they came to meet the baby at our house. We had to fly to Oregon. So, I mean, we were flying with our baby at, 8 weeks old. So he could meet the grandparents.
Do you feel like it's easier to travel with your baby when they're super little versus like when they can start talking?
Yeah, I mean, it can be horrible or great in all age stages. I mean, truly.
You're like 16 stuff.
Yeah, like now it's much easier. But I would say traveling when they're like 2, 3, and 4 is, oh my God, help me. Doing anything at that age, you really want to be a good parent. And then I remember one time we went to a movie, and it's like, I don't know if they still have it, but like back in, you can go to like the, like the old Disney movies, so like the dollar movie or whatever. I took them. I wanted to take them to a certain movie, and it was like a movie that had been out for a while. So we went to like the dollar theater, right, or whatever that theater is with like the older movies. I don't even know if they have those anymore. And I had Chance and Cruz. So Cruz, maybe 3, Chance maybe 5, maybe a little older than that, but not much. And I got Skittles for the kids, right? It was either Skittles or M&M's one. Maybe it was M&M's because that would make more sense. And we were at the movie, and it's dark. And I put his M&M's in like a little cup. And then Cruz knocked his M&M's out of the cup. And Chance had a meltdown in mid-theater about these M&M's. He's like, my M&M's, and started freaking out and yelling at Cruz. And we were in the middle of the theater, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so hard. And Travis was working, and I was trying to be this fun stay-at-home mom, and I was like, oh my gosh. So sometimes when they get older, they just, like they had a meltdown about M&M's. I know one time we went to a birthday party, and this was Chance, and he was at Lamplighter. He had to be kindergarten. And he wanted to stay at Dave & Buster's forever. Like, he wanted to live there. And I needed to get him home. We'd been there forever for this birthday party. When I say he had a nervous breakdown, like I was carrying him and he was like a bucking bull, like all the way to the car. Like, he was just they just like, they can have meltdowns, and it can be a lot, but they're fun. But we traveled with ours, and it was the best of times and the worst of times. Like, one time we always like would bring like, 2 to 3 outfits with us. And he had like a big tummy ache, and it happened on the plane, and he had either thrown up or explosively done something in his diaper where he had gone through both of his changes of clothes. And Travis and I both had like, like little long sleeve shirts that we'll keep in just in case the plane's cold. And we had a naked baby at one point because he had gone through everything, including all of his diapers.
During
he
his
definitely had
flight?
explosive. Yeah, during our flight. And when I say, like, he had gone through all of his clothes, all of his diapers, and all of our clothes. And the sweetest guy sitting next to us, old guy sitting next to us, had this little, like, shirt that he gave us to put on our naked baby because he had gone through everything. And he was like, listen, I was a parent too. Like, you can have this. This is an old shirt of mine that he had in his bag that he gave Travis and I. Oh. So that way, people are really kind. Like, people
I was
are
on
really
a flight a few weeks ago, and there was this mom of 2, and she was traveling by herself, and she had a baby and maybe a 2-year-old, and both of them were losing their mind. And she was across the aisle from me, and there was a guy in front of me who was like he was traveling for work, clearly, and he was on his laptop, and we're like 30 minutes into the flight, and she is struggling, and this guy turns around and is like, hey, I have 2 grandkids at home, can I help you? And she was like, what? And he was like, let me take your baby for like 10 minutes. And she was like, oh my God, thank you.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Like, you would have thought that this man just like saved her life. Like, she was so, and he shut the baby up.
Yes.
The baby was quiet. And then he actually held the baby the entire plane ride. Like, it was great.
It's so, yeah.
But
it's so helpful.
People are helpful.
People are super helpful. I was always so nervous, especially when the kids were, but I remember one flight in particular, I was going to meet Travis, and I had both kids by myself, and it's hard whenever, and they were young. I mean, I think they were like maybe 2 and 4 or something. And Chance, his headphones, my fault. I thought they were completely, or no, I had headphones that plugged into his iPad at the time. And for some reason, he did not want to wear his headphones. And he was wanting to listen to Dora the Explorer without his headphones it was a thing. And this lady was getting so mad as she, but I was like, ma'am, I'm really trying here. But my kid's been a brat. Like, I'm really trying. But yeah, it was like and finally got the headphones on, but then he wanted to sing and talk swiper to swipey to the top of his lungs the whole time. And she kept getting mad at me and being like, can you shut him up? And I said, listen, like, at least he's not screaming and yelling.
I'm going to shut you up,
yeah,
lady.
I was like, but his headphones are on. He just knows all the words to the Dora the Explorer songs. So yeah, but it was crazy. But you always have like one, usually people are really nice, but there was one lady that was so grumpy, and I will never forget it because I was so stressed out when I finished, and because Chance would not stop singing the Dora Explorer songs. But if I turned him off, then he would have threw a temper tantrum. So it was like a catch-22.
Parenthood sounds like a joy.
It's going to be great.
I can't wait.
It's going to be great. It's fun. It's really fun because they're super cool and fun to talk to. And then you get to kind of watch your kids, like Chance, kind of fun. Just started football. And the first scrimmage they had, by the way, this kid has given up his entire summer. When I say his entire summer, I'm not even saying, like, he missed family trips for football, right? Because he was like, And
he's in the last few years.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back.
But this year, like, he didn't play lacrosse because he was like, I'm going to focus on football. And during that time, he did, the school summer program, like the football program, but also on his free time, like, so much of it was him doing private lessons for like tackling and, things that he felt like he needed to work on. And he'd worked on these things for like 8 months solid, and not like, once a month type things. I mean, this was like at least once a week he would do like work with a private coach. But during practice, they really don't tackle. Like, they don't go full speed at practice. So I don't think the coaches knew like how much he had worked and how much better he was. So the first scrimmage comes around, and they're having all the kids kind of go in and out of JV and varsity for this scrimmage, right? So Chance is in JV for a second, makes an insane tackle, right? And the coach was like, what in the world? So then he throws Chance in with varsity, and he made like 4 or 5 more like crazy tackles, to the point where the coach called Travis the next day and was like, I had no idea your kid could do that. But I told Travis, I was like, it's like, that kind of stuff's cool. You're going to love being a parent about that. Like, whenever your kids work towards something and you see everything that they've like given up, like he gave up his entire summer to where he would meet us for trips because he was, doing his football practices. So that's kind of cool. Like, that's a part of parenting I think you'll really like, is whenever you see your kid like overcome something, like, with Chance, like he worked his butt off, and I was super excited that it all paid off. And then like with Cruz, when he moved schools, and we took him to, now he's not there anymore, but we put him into Shelton. And I saw him just grow into a kid who was really struggling in school, into a kid where he was making lowest grades were like a 97. We had to move him again because I was like, you're too smart now. So things like that are really cool. So I think that's going to be your favorite part of parenting, is like whenever you see
watch your kid accomplish something.
Yes.
Yeah. What was your favorite age?
I mean, now I feel like this is my favorite age. When I say I kept feeling like I would hate an age eventually, it's just different and better. Like, now I feel like I have 2 kids that we can go out and have fun. Like, they're like my buddies now. Like, we can go golfing as a family. I can watch Chance play football. Like, his friends are like fun to talk to, and you don't feel like you're talking to kids. You're talking to like, like little adults. But they were all fun. Like, I loved every age. Some ages were harder than others. Like, I think 2 and 3, you have this weird time where they want to be much more independent than they can be. And that's kind of a struggle, but it was still fun. It was just like, oh my gosh. But now it's super fun. I've not had an age that I hate.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Every age, I'm like, this is great. Yeah.
I thought like 15, 16, 17
No.
was going to be a struggle, but your kids are great.
No, I'm telling you, I'm knock on wood, I have really good kids. Like,
But also, I feel like, is that more of an age you struggle with girls? With boys, is it just easier?
Maybe. I think boys can be a little bit more difficult, like when they're younger, because they're so rambunctious and they think that they're Spider-Man and they're just like a lot. It's like raising two hyenas. You're like, oh my God.
Well, then what age do you feel like maybe you and your sister were the most difficult?
Oh, my teenage years, yeah. Because I think we were so hormonal. Girls are also harder on each other than boys. Because boys, from what I've gathered, and I know everybody's very different, so this is just my children and what I've learned, is that boys don't really have a lot of friend drama. They get over things really easily. Like they'll try
to beat each other up and then they're like, all right,
and then they're like,
good.
fine, I'm over it. Where I think girls are, but I think a lot of the reasons girls bicker are because of boys, right? Like I think when they are interested in boys, and a lot of the friend drama is about dating and all that stuff. So I don't know. But I have not had that with boys. If I had a daughter, I think I would want to put her in like an all-girls school, though. Mm-hmm. I think there's something really cool to that.
Oh, well, I'm excited.
Yeah, but you're going to love it.
I'm excited. This past weekend, I was like, you know what I haven't done in like, I don't know, months, is like go out on a Friday or Saturday night. So I called Stephanie and I said, hey, what are you doing tonight? And she already had plans. And I was like, there's going to be a day where I just like can't go out. I was like, I need to go somewhere.
Oh, you can still go out. You just,
but I feel like I'm gonna want to stay home.
Huh?
I feel like I'm gonna want to stay home, like with my baby. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, but you'll also need a break sometimes. You'll be like, ooh, Stephanie, take my baby.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be fun. But no, I'm super excited. But yeah, it's great. Like Travis, whenever I was pregnant, he pissed me off because I was pregnant and Travis was like, oh, it was like he was never going to go out another day in his life or like hang out with his friends or golf, so he was just like, it was like he thought he was going to have no life when he had a baby. And he was out all the time, just golfing and drinking. And I was just huge at home. So don't do that. Like you're not going to do that. But I felt like for him, he was old too. I mean, he was like, in his late 30s. I'm like, dude, you've spent half of your life out. The FOMO needs to stop. Like, this is ridiculous. I am like 10 years younger, but so much more mature. I actually told our therapist that, and he said, oh, I can't say I don't agree with you. I said, I just feel like I'm the more mature one half the time. He said, well, I see that.
Well, on that note, we got to go.
Mm-hmm. Thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. And thank you, Trey, for bringing me coffee in the morning. You are welcome.
And I've picked her up now 3 times in a row.
Yeah, he is really proving himself. Mm-hmm. He is really proving himself.
Because I'm going to need a babysitter soon.
Yeah, I will babysit. You will be so happy that we live close to each other.
I am.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Hollman on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram and TikTok, sorry.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast, and you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS. Bye. Yay Media Group.